Alright. Welcome to Rank D. Second verse, same as the first.
Yay. Speaking of bugs, I just found a bug bite on my hand right now.
Nice job.
Sucks.
Welcome to summer.
Yeah, I know. Summer sucks, I hate it.
Is it just a mosquito bite or any other kind of bug bite?
It's just a mosquito bite.
You can actually become immune to those if you get bitten by enough mosquitoes.
Huh.
Yeah, because it's just an allergic reaction.
Here comes
So I think they're spit or something. Or whatever they used.
Well, you know, something I heard actually is that the more exposed you get to poison ivy, the more weak you are to it.
Haven't heard that one before.
By the way, in case you were wondering, the ultimate warrior there is basically just a sparring partner. He's, I think, rank 2. But yeah, he's there so I have an even number of Insectors, and so I can use Battle Feed on all of them.
Oh god. Does he spar with Hulk Hogan?
Well, not at the moment, because
Well,
Hulk was partnered with...
Dinner I heard about.
Yes, thank you there. Hulk is actually partnered with It's Adorable because they both like the Desert Cage.
oh.
And then, of course, the Dark Emperors are sparring partners for all the time.
Yeah. Because, like, why not?
Oh no, you took damage.
Yeah, welcome to Rank D,
Oh god.
where things can actually happen.
Or not.
Granted, not much.
Not terribly threatening things, but things nonetheless.
They're things, and they're happening.
It survived.
Oh.
Get him, Malcolm.
Crazy, ain't it?
These must be tough.
Yeah. Teamwork.
By the way, the snail there is the bomb snail,
Okay, that's the sailor.
and it has the ability to roll a bomb forward and blow up everything in a radius from where it explodes.
That fairy's gonna regret moving there. Yoink. That never gets old.
No, it never does.
Even if you can just one-shot them, that's always the best part.
Yeah. I probably should have had Gabriel move aside.
It looked like that snail was wearing a little hat.
And you can see Cameron actually survived the hit, but he is flipped over now, so he can't attack for another 2 or 3 turns. That is, if he survived that long.
And it did.
No, not yet. Give it a minute.
Well, it survived being knocked off.
Yeah. If I had attacked, it would have been dead by now.
Can flipped over enemies get knocked around?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just lucky.
Watch this. Just like so. By the way, Cameron there was a lady beetle. And lady beetles have the ability to heal
Rotten.
allies in the 4 cardinal directions. Ooh, It's Adorable leveled up, so now it gets a whole ton of stats and everything.
Yeah.
And so did Hogan. But not Malcolm.
Poor Malcolm.
They get a lot of stats anyway, so it's hard to tell.
You've won! Congratulations!
Well, leveling up gets you like twice as much stats as you would normally. Plus something like
Let's keep going!
over a dozen
On to
hit
the
points
Second round!
instead of like at most 3. Still a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna run into Robert's chubby friend as the Rank D champion. Or,
Here we go.
no, wasn't that one kid the Rank D champion?
But he said he was in Rank D.
Okay.
What was that kid's name even?
I'm not sure he even said. But we'll find out, because Like you can see up there, you always see the name of your opponent.
It's an Octorok!
It's a bazoo beetle. It can fire cannon shots at your enemies.
Like I said, it's an Octorok.
That's awesome.
It really is.
So something about knockback is that if there's someone in the square you'd fall into, you bounce over them and fall into the square behind it. But if it's an ally, then they will take no damage from bouncing. But if it's an enemy, then they will take additional damage from bouncing. So you've also got flipper beetles, which is that guy in the front on the right there who's about to get thrown off the map. Now they have the ability to flip opponents with their special attack, as opposed to their regular attack. And they don't get knocked back in addition, though.
Yeah, just flipping the enemy still is really bad for the bugs.
Yeah, well there's a few different ways you can knock an opponent out, essentially, for a few rounds. Like there's dizzying attacks, there's flip-over attacks, there's getting...
You mean I lost?
There's falling into pit, which is one of the Insector's special abilities.
Yeah, that's what I always liked about Insectron, is that there was a ton of different abilities you can get from all the breeds.
You've won!
Yeah, well, I've got a list up here. And there's a grand total of 1, 2, 3...
Woo! Things are really heating up in here! Time
19
for the third
different
round.
types of Insector, all told.
Huh.
And each one has a different special ability than the others.
Yeah, special abilities are based off the breed, right?
Right.
So like all butterflies would have the wing flap thing, and all the it's a whatever would have it's a kick.
Exactly. I was confused there for a second. I think I jumped past one of the menus.
Let's
You're like,
do
wait a
this.
second. Hold on.
Anyway,
That kid-
so what you see there with the giant balls are dung rollers. Dung rollers are extremely defensive insectors. They can use them to fill holes that one of the other insect types can create. But beyond that, all they're really good for is using those dung balls to absorb damage. Like, I believe you're about to see how that works.
Yeah, one of my first Insectors was a dung roller, so I always made that one my king.
Yeah, they make good kings because they're so defensive. Unfortunately, just because the dung absorb the blow does not render them immune to knockback. But, if you see here, they take no damage. This time. But now they're out of the dung ball because I just dealt that much damage that it blew up.
Now, is there a special ability to create another dung ball, or...
No, it just reappears after a certain number of rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes back pretty quickly.
Unfortunately, if they don't live long enough to get it back, then... Oh yeah, that's another flying type. Hypnotism. I believe that's the dragonfly type, Springtails.
Okay.
In any case, Fool!
Why would you do that?
Should have known better.
You're in rank D, you should know that being next to the edge of the board is probably the worst idea.
Ooh, MC Carver lived through it.
Not for long.
It depends, because Malcolm really isn't that hard of a hitter.
True.
Oh, he lived.
Oh,
He even dealt actual damage.
like, you can see the life bar has a little hole in it. Oh no.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, man.
You'll notice that Xena and Gabriel keep saying they're getting stronger, but none of their stats go up.
The bout is over!
Oh, getting stronger doesn't mean their HP goes up?
It means they have a chance that their HP goes up, but it keeps not going up.
Oh.
Now we're getting to the best part! Here comes
that
the
guy's
fourth
mustache.
round!
Look at his hat.
He's got one hell of a fez. Cordison. With his Insector Flapson.
So, either that one kid is the champion, or he's just risen up in the ranks since we last saw him.
This won't take long.
Probably not the latter.
No, probably not.
Yeah, considering he's the one that taught us Insectron, he's probably the champion by now. Or at least will always be one rank ahead of us if we ever see him again.
He didn't particularly teach us Insectron so much as let us know that it exists.
There we
And then
go.
gave us a cage.
It's really more that the game taught us Insectron. Oh, yeah, the Silk Spider, by the way, has the ability to throw webs on the map so that insects are limited to 1 square of movement on the affected areas.
Oh.
Two insects almost kill themselves on my Staggy, so... You'll note he also wisely kept his ladybug right next to his king.
Yeah, now you can't just knock it out with your butterfly.
Well, mostly to render aid if it gets injured.
Right. Not that you would try and injure it because it's worthless experience if you don't kill all 5 of them.
Oh yeah, that's right, they're the healing ones.
Right. Sunset. I love listening to them freak out.
Well, you basically have gods in insect form going after them, so yeah. I think anyone would freak out there.
I probably would.
Done.
No way! It can't be!
Oh, hush up. Ooh, Malcolm leveled up.
Ooh.
See all those stats he gets?
So if it says HP does go up, it actually shows it going up.
Over!
Right.
You've won!
Okay.
And, eventually Xena and Gabriel will get hit points from fighting. Eventually.
It's just not rolling right now.
Oh, there you are. I
Oh,
knew
there he
you'd
is.
Make it.
Yeah, this is as close to a cutscene as these will ever
I hope
get,
you're
so
ready.
I'm not even going to bother doing
Here
the
we
separate
go.
stuff for this.
Right.
Plus it's got subtitles anyway.
Oh, I saw one of his bugs was named Khan.
Well, he himself is apparently named Fabra.
What?
Are you ready?
Barbara?
Yeah, upper right corner there, see?
Is that even a name?
No.
Well, it's one letter away from the famous Packers quarterback.
Yeah, if you know football, I guess that makes a lot more sense.
Well, looking it up, apparently, it is an actual last name, so...
Huh.
And even if he hadn't died, he fell onto his neighbor there and off the map.
You gotta love bouncing.
Now you can see there
Aw.
that, yeah, wing flap does not allow you to fall onto neighbors.
Oh,
This whole thing has a lot of subtle little rules.
Yeah, like knockback and being knocked into things.
it's a lot deeper than it looks. It's like its own entire separate game, almost.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like if they just waited a couple months and fleshed it out a bit more, they could have cut it out of this game entirely and just made an entirely different game out of this.
I don't know. I don't think Insectron is enough to be its own game. At least not like...
I don't know. There's tons of
Well, if it were on a mobile platform, I could see this being a decent game for that.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like maybe not for something like a PS2 or a PS whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
But
something...
in terms of something that you flip on your way to during your commute.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, something portable, and then you can just pick up a friend and play against them.
Yeah, by the way, it turns out that Fabra is a very gracious loser.
Done it! We have a new D-rank champion! Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause! What's this? Seems the former champ has something to say!
This is the only time this will happen, by the way.
Huh. Not even with the
I
rank
can't
A
believe
stuff.
You beat me.
Nope.
I hate losing, but I'm glad it was against you. I'll find an even better Insector and get my revenge. All right. You better win the C rank bout next. I'm off to find an even more awesome Insector. See you later.
It would be amazing that if you just met him in rank A as the rank A champion, you're just like, wait, when the hell did that happen?
Nah.